All right, so today's the first day of civic duty. Maybe it's the second day. It's probably the second day of civic duty. And what we're going to do today is actually get into the calculations. What we're going to do and what we did before was kind of talked about the math and what we were setting up for. But today we're actually going to get into quite a bit of the actual calculating and comparing of numbers. Remember, we said we'd be talking about 7EE3. 7EE3. That state standard or common core standard, however you want to look at it. So I hope you guys appreciate my new tattoo. I got that this morning just so you guys would know that I'm very serious about this lesson. I think you're going to enjoy it. Just kidding. It's not my tattoo. It's my sister's. Let's see. I have some directions for you. What you're going to have to do to complete this assignment is you have to make a copy of the slides. Now, most of you know how to do this, but in case you're new, like I think we have a new person who I need to invite this morning, is make a copy. All right, save it like this. Get rid of the copy part, and then just add your name to the back. I'm going to put in Mr. Quinn, because that's my name. And boom, now I have a copy. Now I can do anything I want to this copy. I can write on it. I can do whatever I like. And that's kind of the idea. This is yours. Jay gave me this idea when he turned his work in for the last one, and I thought it was brilliant, so I thought I'd pass it along to you. Alright, so here's the snipping tool. Enlarge this image or use the one on the next slide. Now I've got a big one over here in case you don't want to mess around with adjusting it. But remember, you can grab this bad boy and make it huge and then snip it. Right? If it ever have stuff on the front of it, just right click, go to order, and then bring it to the front, and voila, there you go. Now you can snip it. Right? And then you'll have to use your snipping tool. And you just take it and snip it. And now you can write, in these little spots here, you can fill out your table. Now this is going to be independent work. We've done work like this before. We've had lots and lots of tables and lots of graphs, and we've talked about lots and lots of percentages. These numbers are easy. They all end in 0. All right? You have calculators, and I believe that you can do this. In fact, I believe in it so much, I'm going to put you in a breakout room until you get it done. All right. Let's see here. And this is also your exit ticket for today. So if it takes you all day to do it, I'm going to be okay with that. But we really need to focus on getting this part, this thing out, and you have to be able to figure out these calculations on your own. Do your best. If you have help, of course, you can raise your hand, and I'll come down and hopefully make it harder for you. All right, after you fill in your table, if you're one of those kids who understands the material, remember we're focusing on comparing our data and EEB3, then you're going to want to come in here. Now I've changed up the numbers. All right, I made them a little more difficult. I thought about making this one over here a decimal, but I don't know. I just figured it'd be fun. Now I did do some weird stuff with my numbers, and the decimals that you get when you do your calculations come out really funky. So I hope you guys can appreciate that. So if you get some really weird numbers, that's going to happen. All right. Number 2, these are higher order thinking questions, guys, and I'm going to let you guys work with a partner. So if you get in there and you have some trouble with these problems, and I'm not going to read them to you, you guys can read just fine. Read the problem. If you can answer it on your own, great. If not, if you'd like to work with somebody, if you would just like to work with somebody because you like working with a partner, just raise your hand and I'll make that happen. All right, up here, you can place your answer right on the slide. That's the intention. Right? That's why you have this. This is your own copy, so you can write right on here, or you can do what Emmanuel and a couple of the rest of you do, which is create a Google drawing, and remember to share it with everyone at Union County. So if you want to do that, and this is once again is for you new guys coming in, if you want to share it with everyone at Union County, then what you'll do is you go over here to Advanced, because we're pretty advanced here at TNVA, and then we're going to change from private to everyone or anyone at Union County can find and access. All right, that just keeps it within our school system. All right, we're not out in the crazy world. We're just inside our public school system, which I think is a pretty safe place. Save it, and we're done. All right, so there you have it. Actually, there's a couple more slides, so let's go through those real quick. Here's another question. All right, same thing. These are two pretty tricky questions that you are going to spend some time with, and like I say, work with a partner if you want to. Today's exit ticket, once again, is to complete that table. If this table isn't done, then you can't leave the classroom. You'll just have to stay in here all day, and Burnett and Timberlake and Lamont are just going to have to miss you. Just kidding. But yeah, I really need this for your best effort to be put forth on this one, because for the last 2 or 3 lessons, we've really focused on percentages and comparing rational numbers. It's what we're working in Khan Academy, and I want it to click this time. I want you guys to have this as a tool, because you're going to use this. This is real life math. All right, this is something you guys are going to use and use and use and use. All right. Well, enough about that. As soon as you get through with this guy right here and you want to let me know so I can check you out, make sure that you've completed your exit ticket, raise your hand and I'll come by and check it, and then I'll put you in a breakout room and you can start working on this problem. Okay? Good enough.